So when Robert Mugabe was ousted, there was hope. People celebrated, thinking that it's because of an individual. So that individual mentality that we had, that if we deal with this individual, everything is going to go. I think most of the people celebrated this general feeling. I really looked forward to a change in the system of governance, where we're having people being able to express themselves freely, where we're going to have freedom of speech, where we're going to have freedom of gathering, where we're going to have freedom to affiliate yourself to a political party of choice. So I must say that for me, it was, a good step in the right direction, not realizing that, the future the future is uncertain, and what is at stake after a coup is much larger than what happened, before the coup.
The conversation that we never had is Mugabe is going, then what? So we did not have the conversation around the fact that this is a coup. What does it then mean to us, the rest of the generations to come in Zimbabwe a few years later? So yeah, Mugabe was leaving and people were happy about Mugabe leaving, but the conversation that was never had silently is the then what conversation. I had hoped to see the rule of law, but that is something that we did not see. I was hoping that with Mugabe's reign coming to an end, it could signal the birth of a democracy, and the birth of a democracy starting with the rule of law.
So we're hoping that, post Mugabe era, we're going to see a basic social, services being delivered. And also socially, we are also expecting that as people, we're going to come together and be united in coming up with a common goal, because the social fabric was totally destroyed. There is no trust between us and those who are governing. We didn't change systems, we just changed individuals who just inherited the system.
We are fighting against corruption, we are fighting against this, but a lot of these things that we are fighting against are actually being perpetrated by the people that we entrusted our governance with.
Now is the time for us all to unite as a nation.
A change which will deliver in terms of ushering in a new democratic state that is centered on the pillars of social justice. Now it's a fight towards the transformation of the country. It's a transformative agenda that we must pursue, and putting in Zimbabwe into the map of the global context. I strongly believe that the change that we need and the change that we require is not going to come from the top. It's going to come from the bottom, a bottom to up approach. That is how you build a healthy and a sustainable development for a country, where the development is really people-centered.
I think for us to have political and economic change, we really need to pursue the rule of law in the country. We need to see the silencing the guns mantra of the African Union coming into fruition in Zimbabwe. And if we have the rule of law, if we have the solidarity, and if we have the right political will and mindset towards development and change, I feel like there is light and hope at the end of it all, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done before then.